Ladies and gents and everyone else in between, welcome back to Demon's Souls. So I'm just at the Nexus at the moment because I came back here to actually take a picture of my character to use in my thumbnail. Because I've actually recently done a bit of an overhaul of my thumbnails on my channel because, and I'm ashamed to admit it, and it's highly embarrassing, but all my thumbnails up until the point of recording this were done using Microsoft Paint. I know, you couldn't make it up, could you, people? Part of the reason was because, well, especially when I first started my channel, I thought I didn't want to take it super seriously in the sense that, not that I didn't care about it, but I wanted it to just be more about, you know, the videos than, than how my channel looked per se. Let's get rid of you guys. We did this first floor, didn't we? Yeah. I remember. It's been a couple days. I didn't use Microsoft Paint to be cheap and cheerful. I used it because I didn't think it really mattered very much. But then I thought, I mean, I still haven't put in that much, like, crazy amounts of effort. But I've ooh, hello. I've zhurched them up a little bit, and I've put like characters. I've put them like the Joker in Elden Ring, and then in Bloodborne I put the Joker as well, and then I'm just kind of this character doing like a silly pose for the thumbnails as well. So a little bit more thought out. It looks like I've spent more than, 10 seconds doing it. Do you know what? It was a little bit fun as well. So I'm rushing through it a little bit here because I want to get the keys first, okay? Hang on. Let's get rid of you while you've got your delightfully disgusting back turned. There we go. So yeah, I wanted a little bit more finesse, a little bit more professionalism, and like I say, it was fun to. I don't need spice. It's so easy to just pick up stuff from these octopi, but they always just drop spice, so I'm not really interested. It'll just take up room. Does it say how many I've got in storage actually? Hang on, stored 4. Yeah, okay, right. I like to have one of everything, even if. Oh, I almost forgot, even if I don't use it, but there you go. Yeah, sorry, it was actually quite fun to play around with the software that I was using. I was pleasantly surprised by it. It was easier than I thought it would be, because that was another reason that I shied away from from doing proper thumbnails and editing my videos and stuff like that, and adding like intros and outros. A lot of it was because of the barriers that I otherwise would have experienced. But anyway, sorry, I'm babbling on a bit, but I do apologise. There's someone in this Iron Maiden, which is fine. I'm going to open it anyway because I want to kill him. He's not going to get away with it, and I'm just going to cure myself of that poison right there. Okay. So, at the point of recording, it's actually Easter weekend here at the moment. I appreciate that you might be viewing this quite a long time in the future, and that's because I'm well ahead of schedule, and I've just been. I've been recording videos as and when I feel like it, and I've been uploading them as and when I feel like it. So there's no particular. There's a schedule, like, at the moment I'm uploading videos like. Okay, this is dangerous in here. So these guys, remember the ones that are just there, poised and ready. They are going to attack me. So I'm actually going to go for you first. Oh, I didn't see the one on the left. That was lucky. These guys are fine. They can sometimes swipe at you though. You got to be careful. They're just a little bit weird with it. Kind of just swarm you. Okay, there we go. Oh, and here we go. The pot dudes. I don't know if this is some form of torture. I imagine it is. Looks pretty comfortable, actually. What was I saying? Easter weekend, yes, sorry. I'm up at the crack of dawn. It's... hello. Let's get a sneaky attack on you. They're going to run towards me? Yeah, you fool. I'm up at the crack of dawn. It's like 6 in the morning. I don't know why I am, but here I am, yeah. And it's looking very beautiful outside. It's a lovely sunrise. I've got a nice 4-day weekend as well. Because I get Good Friday off and Easter Monday. So I'm feeling pretty good about things. And I thought, after breakfast, why not record a little bit of Demon Souls and get back into the swing of things. But also, for breakfast, I had something quite traditional. I had some hot cross buns, because that is what one tends to have around Easter time. And they weren't normal hot cross buns, like with, just plain with sultanas. They were double chocolate, so they were chocolate flavored bread, but then they had chocolate chips in as well, and they were actually pretty delicious, I'm not gonna lie. They didn't even need any butter on them, because they were umptuous enough to consume. So usually when I come here, I don't actually have I'm usually out of projectiles. So I did stock up a little bit on these. I do remember that. And the reason is being these hanging corpses that have what are they called? What are they called on them? Items. There you go. Got there in the end. So, sorry, I'm just going to check I'm recording here, as per usual. Yeah, I am. I am indeed. Good. Right. So, let's actually play the game a little bit here. So, oh, goodness me. Do you know what? I've just realised I'm nude. I apologise, guys. So, the reason for that was also because I was taking pictures. So I took a picture of my character topless, because I'd rather be topless than wearing this fucking loincloth, in all honesty. So, yeah, there we go. So, okay, unfortunately picked up the spice there. I'm going to drop it because part of the reason I'm doing this place now is to get the armor set that I want to use for a large portion of the game, okay? And I already know I'm going to need lots of room in my inventory. Also, I've just seen that I have Widow's Lotus. There we go. So that counteracts Plague. Now, Plague... this is allspice as well, yeah. Plague is okay, gotta be careful here because there's an octopus around the corner. They're on their way. Plague is actually, not only is it the nastiest okay, I'm just gonna wait here, be patient. Not only is it the nastiest status ailment in the game, I would argue that it's the nastiest status ailment in all of Soulsborne. I would... that's a particular hill that I'd be willing to die on. Honestly, having played all of the Soulsborne games, I can't rightly think of anything that is quite as bad as Plague. It's basically Toxic from the Souls games, but on steroids. That's how I'd describe it. It makes your health go down really quickly. You can't heal yourself properly. What else does it do? It does something else. I forgot entirely, But it's bad. It's bad. I'm not really selling it very well, but apologies. Do you know what? I still haven't had a coffee. I could do with the coffee, actually. So, the singing that we heard, lovely operatic singing, was coming from this delightful lady, who's also a corpse zombie. But, nice hat, though. Goodness, okay, that's a full-on nipple. But anyway, what do you have to say?
Intact, aren't you?
That's one way of saying it.
Where do you call home? Dear me, I shouldn't pry. Oh, perhaps you'd like something from my collection.
Yep, apologies.
I've known better days. I was once the wife of nobility, and I have some nice things to show for it.
Apologies, I don't actually talk. I don't mean to be rude.
Before,
but you can talk.
Many others trapped here, but they were driven mad and ventured above of their own volition. Redemption.
The scar on your forehead is quivering, my dear. So, she's one of the nobles or royalty that was. Also, she's got a Wind Waker. Oh, is it a dagger? Oh, it looked like the Wind Waker from Wind Waker. Former noble's wife. So yeah, part of the story was that. Goodness me, I wouldn't mind some of those. Part of the story is that the royal family and the nobles of this place were all locked up or killed. Okay, there was some sort of insurrection. It was actually the Queen's husband that did it because he was. I mean, we'll get to the lore a little bit later. It's probably some of the best lore in the entire game, honestly. But the Queen's husband was exiled. He came back with a vengeance and killed her and imprisoned everyone and tortured them. So that's pretty much the story.
The Queen banished that depraved
There you go.
man from the land. He returned in strange golden garb with foul demons in tow. They pillaged Great Latria, land of the learned, and shut us away in this prison. Since then, they've been feeding off our souls, telling us over and over that if we go above, we will be granted redemption. I know the truth. The church goddess may die, but never for long. We are trapped below forever. Redemption.
But yes, like I said, this is probably the most interesting lore in the game, I would say. Just, you know, this place and what's happened and what is still happening. So, as part of the torture, all the prisoners have been told that, oh, if you manage to make it to the church and go above the church, you will have redemption and you will be forgiven. But it's actually all of a lie, and the thing that's guarding the church currently cannot be killed. So even if they manage to defeat whatever is guarding the entrance to the upper latria, it just comes back to life. So it's all a big ruse. Anyway, look, here you get the Ring of Avarice if you want to spend half 100k souls. We don't need to do that because we'll actually find one in this world a little bit later on, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd say you'd get a net loss of souls because, as you can see here, you obtain more souls when slaying enemies. But I'd say by spending 50,000 souls, the point at which you actually find this in the world, you still wouldn't have gained that many souls by wearing it anyway, and you would have made a net loss. So it's more of it, I don't know, maybe a new game plus, perhaps, if you've got some spare souls. But anyway, she doesn't really sell anything that I require.
That's quite all right. I wish to stay here, but I need souls to remain sane. As you know, of course.
The irony is, even though she's got a mangled face, she's actually got some of the her mouth doesn't look crazy. Ooh, someone just attacked me. Oh, hello. Well, nice try. Her mouth doesn't look crazy and huge and goofy when she talks. Anyways, let's crack on. I think... Do I need a key to come back for you guys? No, I don't. Hello. I don't know if there's knife dudes. Yes, there are. There's some in the back. Whoa. Good thing you're a bad aim, buddy. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I got you. I got your number. Ah. Fool. But yeah, I don't really have any much plans for this weekend, to be honest with you. I've got it's Saturday now, so I've had Good Friday off. And honestly, I spent a lot of it doing nothing, and I had a good old lie-in, which felt very nice. But for the rest of the weekend, I don't really have much planned, in all honesty. I saw my family last weekend, so there's no plans to go and see them again. But we'll see what strikes me. Who knows, maybe I'll see a friend or go out for a meal somewhere. See what tickles my fancy, like they say. So in this one, you actually get one of the best rings in the game. So Ring of Magical Sharpness. So if you're a sorcerer, you're pretty much going to want to be wearing that the whole game. So it does reduce your magical defense. Otherwise, it increases your magical attack. And I'd say the pros outweigh the cons, which is usually the case when it comes to those sort of things. And you're squishy as a mage anyway, so it's not really going to make too much of a difference. Okay. Now, is the one on that side a corpse? Nope. But in here, we're going to get attacked again, which again is fine. Just do that and heal. And we're good. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what though, I forgot something. Somebody subscribed to me a couple days ago, called Dennis. So I wanted to say thank you to Dennis, actually. They have been enjoying my Bloodborne series as I've been uploading it, and I'm hugely appreciative, and they even put a nice little comment on one of my videos, and yeah, it's really nice to it's nice to actually know that you're interacting with other human beings, and it's not, you know, on the internet sometimes it's going to be a little bit difficult or misleading, because, you know, sorry, yeah. I'll just mention this very quickly. That is Sage Frake that we need to rescue. Eventually, we cannot get to him just yet because we need to go get the key a little bit further on, so we will come back. But sorry, yes, when it comes to the internet, sometimes it can just feel like you're putting stuff out into the ether, and you know, if you don't get any feedback necessarily, you know, you don't know if you've done well at something or done shit, or, you know, if you don't get any feedback, or so on this occasion, yes, it was nice. It's always nice. Every comment that I've had so far on my vids have been really nice. But in future, Dennis or anyone else, if you feel as I'm, if I upload a video and it's shit and boring, or, you know, it doesn't seem like I know what I'm doing, then by all means, tell me about it. Ooh, look, that's the meat cleaver thingy. Very nice. I give you permission to be as candid. Ah, you bitch! Luckily, I didn't get poisoned. As candid as you like. Tell me how it is. I won't, whoa, they got fricked. They got fraked, you could say. Get fraked. I thought you were going to turn around, buddy. Oh, they must have spotted me before, but, there you go, they're going to turn around now, I think. Do you know what? This is fine. There we go. Cthulhu down. Right, was there anything else here? This is actually just a bit of an excursion here. I keep seeing that same phantom. Hello, buddies. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but you know what I mean. Can I shoot you through here? Oops. That looks like a big old no. I'm going to try again. Nope. Okay. Hang on. If I can learn how to actually use the weapons properly. Please help me. So. Ooh. No, I can't get to you yet. So yeah, you actually, I'll see to him in a minute. You actually need to come back here much later on, because this rubble will disappear if you get pure white tendency, I believe. Shut up. So this is actually the guy that we could hear a while ago. Sorry, I'm just looking at this phantom. This is the guy we could hear a while ago shouting, you know, for help. And even though he's a ghosty goo, by the looks of it, he's stuck in here and he can't get out. You think he could probably just phase through the bars, but not so. Kind of looks a bit like Boris Johnson. Appears to be locked. Can I talk to you?
Well, you are a sane one, are you not? My name is Rydell. Please, liberate me from this jail. I have precious little time. I must retrieve an article from my corpse.
No worries, Bojo. I will endeavour to rescue you later on, so don't worry. Look, all these people. Oh, she died. No, she didn't. She didn't. She made it out. All these people get it. That when you see that, it means that they've been grabbed by the octopi guards, the Octodads. I wonder if Octodad is still a thing. God, it was from almost a decade ago, over a decade ago. I always remember I watched Markiplier play it back in the day, and I did enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I remember it being one of those games that was supposed to be frustrating on purpose because the controls were so janky and weird. Okay. I think this is what we came for, peeps. So I can already tell you I'm not going to have enough item capacity for this. So let's get rid of these. Anything that we don't need on us, we can put away. Do you know what? We're okay on projectiles now. Let me see here. Right, we don't need you or you. Well, I don't need 2 crossbows. And then we'll get rid of these as well. Silver bracelets, they're good if you are a female. And let's have a look. Their wearer claims additional souls from fallen foes, perhaps owing to their exorbitant cost. So that is a female-only item, but it's, as you can see, it's pretty good. So if you pair that with Ring of Avarice, you'll be getting souls out the wazoo, as it were. Okay, are there any rings I don't need on me? Yes, don't need you. Okay. And now what I came for. You. So the fluted set. I actually mentioned this in my first video. Shut up, Bojo, I'm already on it. I mentioned this because you get the Iron Helm, which is the original version, the original helmet of this armor set from the original game. However, in this one, the helmet looks like this. So you can see it's a lot less pointy. There are less sort of grooves in it. And it's got more of a fin or a mohawk on the top. I prefer this design, honestly. It's a bit more of a classical... Oh god, I can wear it all. I wasn't expecting that at all. What are my stats, by the way? Endurance 20. Well. I didn't think I'd be able to wear this. I can even equip my bow. Goodness me. Usually at this point in the game, I'm not able to wear the entire armor set, so I'm very pleased about that. So we're a little bit heavier. I can see my characters struggling to move a little bit more, but as long as we're medium rolling, I say medium rolling, I think there's only, I think you only have quick rolls and fat rolls in this game. I don't think you have mid rolls necessarily. So this guy is actually a full-on nightmare, not only because of the way they look, but they hit like a truck. Okay. Now that little flaily attack that they're doing, you might think there's not much to it. Okay, I've actually done no damage so far. But I've missed again. It's fantastic. If they touch you with the flaily attack, especially if they get counter attack damage on you, that's why I'm being so cautious. Still haven't got a hit. Still working on it, guys. So hang on. This frickin' meatball. There we go, I got a hit. That's why I'm being super duper cautious. Because it can actually melt you. I think AI freeze? AI freeze? Wow. No! Close. Do you know what? No. Ah! The spell hurts too, but it's... Especially if you're melee, the flaily attack can melt you. And also, what was I going to say? They are resistant to... I think they're resistant to magic and faith as well, so even if you're a caster, there might be a bit of an issue. Now, the reason I'm just running over here quickly is to get this lizard. This lizard is very tricky to get because it can spot you from a mile away, okay? There we go. So we don't have to worry about that lizard anymore. Like I said, it can spot you from pretty far away. Even while you're fighting this meatball thingy, it might start to run away from you. So that's why we did things in the way in which we did them. Sorry, boys. Well, I'm not sorry, but you know, if anything, it's probably a mercy, a bit of a mercy killing. Right. So yes, my fluted armor set. So this is one of the best armor sets from a defensive point of view. I'd say it's probably the second best. But the best one is called the Brushwood set, okay? From a tanky defensive standpoint, okay? Now, in this game, I've discovered, especially if you start to get to like, New Game Plus territory, and if your world tendency is blacker or black, armor really doesn't make a difference, okay? Enemies that can do a lot of damage to you will do a lot of damage regardless of what armor set you're wearing, okay? And weaker enemies will do less damage to you. So honestly, it's not as much of a deal. Watch out for the Pit of Doom there, because you will absolutely die and have to run all the way back through this place, which I absolutely did the first time I played this game, okay? And in subsequent playthroughs too. So we can actually open this for now, but the next gate up the stairs, okay, so there's stairs and then it leads to another gate. Ooh, I want your shield eventually. The gate is locked, okay, but in order to open it you need to have, again, pure white or pure black world tendency, I think. It might be pure black actually for that one. I can't quite remember. Oh, just gonna take a drink, excuse me. Do you know what? I could murder a coffee now. I could absolutely murder a coffee. Was that an item in there? Yes, silly. Yeah, so I'm not opening all of the gate, all of the cells, sorry. Only the stuff that I actually need to open. Okay, get ready for a cutscene. There we go. So that is actually a statue, well it was a statue of the queen of this place, until she got murdered. And now, well, oh, it's obviously now a death trap, but it also looks a bit like whatever the statue is in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Do you know the statue of Christ? It might just be called that, but you know what I mean. Okay. So the reason, hang on. So I'm gonna grab this, okay? So if you didn't want to go through this gauntlet here, you just pick up that key, okay, and you go back a couple rooms, okay, to that little corridor where there were two locked gates, and you can just open that, okay, and that's a way around the back of this thing. However, if you want to get platinum, you're gonna have to roll through this, okay, while it's active. Now I will show you how to do it, and that's probably going to be famous last words, but you know, we're doing this from the perspective of a walkthrough here. Do you know, I can already tell what this guy is going to. He's going to climb up and roll off. Yeah, yeah, I can already tell because I did it as well when I played. So yeah, just be careful. There is a vaulting mechanic here, but for some reason you don't actually have to press circle. Okay, it just does it for you, and it's actually quite annoying. Okay, so we're back up to the beginning. Right, let's see how we do. If I die, I die. If I don't, then whatever. Then we win. Okay, let's just go for it. So it's all about timing. Okay, so that's too soon. I'm okay though. Now we have to be quicker. 1, 2. I actually did it. Wow. So don't try and just run through, okay? Walk like I was doing and just time your rolls. So it's like 1, 2, okay? And then it's 1, 2. And then for the final one, it's 1, 2. Because it's quicker, because you're closer, okay? I love how it stops firing the moment we get behind it, but we can actually close it now. so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Now I'm getting flashbacks to Dark Souls 3. In the, what's it called, the Burning Lake, something like that, near the demon ruins, where there's a big old scorpion that fires several bolts at you. So they really did make them worse. They made these type of things worse in later Souls games. Do you know what? Did I miss you? Yes, I did. There's an item around here as well. Okay, let's go get that. And do you know what? Actually, I went. I did go shopping yesterday as well, which is, you know, pretty standard. But what are you? You're a Mercury Rapier. Hello. But I'll tell you what I saw as I was coming out of the shop, and it's called Tesco. You know, anyone else from the UK will know. Tesco's probably, like, well, it's the biggest supermarket in the country. But anyway, I was coming out of Tesco, and in the car park. So the car park isn't underground, but it's actually underneath Tesco, which is kind of on stilts. So Tesco is raised up, and then underneath that is... do you know, I didn't mean to come back here. We're going back to those locked gates. Underneath that is a car park, but in the corner of the car park where I came out of the store, there was a family of pigeons. Now, I know you might think, what the hell am I talking about? You know, they're just pigeons. Who gives a shit? Actually, do you know, I love birds. Well, I love nature, but I love birds as well. I think birds are really cute and fun. I love, well, there are certain types of birds that I love. For example, crows. When I said murder earlier, it made me, when someone says murder to me, I don't necessarily think of, you know, the bad killing thing. I think, oh, murder, a murder of crows. But crows, for example, yeah, I mean, they look really majestic. They look a little bit scary, being, you know, they're all the whole black, like being all black and associated with evil sometimes. But anyway, otherwise they're really cool and intelligent, and they can actually they can actually do mimicry as well. But sorry, I saw these pigeons, this family of pigeons. Okay, here we go. In the car park. Okay, so it's 2 adult pigeons, and then I hesitate to call them babies. What am I doing? I can go on this side. So, sorry, there's a corridor on each side, okay? Now we got the key from that bridge, we can open the door. There are 2 octopi or octodads to look out for, okay? So here's one on the other side here. We can just go and deal with this. Here we go. Get wrecked, buddy. And there will also be some more souls here to collect. Right. Sorry, yeah, there was a couple of adult pigeons and 2 babies, but they weren't chicks in the sense that they were still in the nest, like, you know, chirping away helpless. They were at the stage where they could actually kind of fly, but they were still reliant on their parents, so they were still begging for food and stuff. And where their little nest was, which was on top of a vent, I remember this. So this is the I say shortcut, but it's kind of just a different route to the back of the crossbow thing there. But there's some boxes here, and I remember, like, you think there's going to be some items behind it, and of course there isn't. Bad time for rolling, yes indeed. So sorry, yeah. They were at the stage where they could kind of fly, but they were still begging for food from their parents, and they were on top of this little vent thing, which is where their nest must have been. And one of them flew down, and the parents were feeding it. Hang on, where am I going? The parents were feeding it whilst it was on the ground, and it was doing its a little chirpy thing, begging. It didn't even sound like a pigeon, because pigeons, as you know, like they make like a pigeon or dove sound, like broo broo broo. That was my best impression, but this one was chirping more like a chick, as you'd expect. And yeah, the mum or the dad was feeding it, and as what birds do, they put beak to beak, and the parent regurgitates the food to feed it. So and I got it all on video. I got the whole thing on video. And then the baby, the chick, tried to fly back up to the nest on top of the vent, and silver catalyst, that's pretty good for you mages. And then the spy set, okay. Sorry, the baby tried to fly back up to the nest, but it couldn't quite make it. But there was like a fence, like a grate next to it, and it kind of just it was just chilly on that because I don't think it knew what to do. But yeah, it was fascinating. Like I love that kind of thing, even though it's pigeons and people associate them with being pests, and you know, they're only pests because humans are so disgusting, because people drop litter, and you know, they leave their garbage everywhere, they're rubbish. You know, you reap what you sow, really. Ooh, hello. Yes. So we did that side, and now we're doing this side. This side is a bit more important because... So we can't go in there. This is the secret to actually winning the boss fight, okay? Right, let's go on up here. Apologies if this is a little bit disorientating. So we're actually near Upper Latria, okay? Now, the big old spire that we see in front of us, that's actually the church, okay? That was mentioned by the lady. There's actually a gap there as well that we can drop down onto, and we will go there eventually. I can already hear that thing down there firing at me. Okay. But yes, I put the video on of the PEGIs on my TikTok if anyone's interested. I think I got a link to my description, but you can check it out if you want. So this dude, you can actually talk to him. He is bad, okay? Even though he's one of the prisoners. Very weird. He kind of looks a bit like John Malkovich, but obviously younger and bold. He's loving it, though.
What do you want? I am but a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't.
Don't believe you. Don't believe you at all. So that dude was casting a spell which would have kept bringing the boss down there back to life. Okay? And don't forget this here. This is the key that will actually open up the cell where Frake is trapped. Okay? As annoying as it is, I'm probably going to go get Frake now, just because I'd have to come back anyway. However, down here, right, we should be safe if we drop here, but you got to be careful, because you can hear something that sounds a bit like someone firing at us, and indeed, there's something down there firing a crossbow at us. Okay. Oh, they fell down badly. But they had a big old shield to protect them. So the thing that's attacking us is actually invisible, and it's called a black phantom, even though it's not black, it's red, but you'll see in a second what I mean. So we've actually managed to de-aggro it there. What I would suggest is, I mean, you could kind of go on the left there. I'm not sure that would work, but that rubble ahead of me down there, you could get behind to protect yourself. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, right. Because they're going to start firing at me immediately. I actually took no damage there. I'm hugely surprised. Okay, now we can see the bolts firing. So, this thing actually does a load of damage. And if they get their melee attack on you, it will inflict plague. Okay. Now, the bolts are quite easy to avoid. Okay. So, you got to get close enough for their invisibility to wear off, okay? Look. Now, what you can do, and what I suggest is, bait the crossbow bolt, because they'll always reload. There's a lady as well. They'll always reload after they... Ooh, good hit. after they fire a bolt, okay? So yeah, if you run away a bit, she'll get the bolt out again. Come on, Brienne. It's Brienne of Tarth here. Whoa! Did you reload then? I didn't quite see. I might get played, which is fine. I've got some Widow's Lotus raring to go, ready and raring to go. It's her bolts that do the most damage, you know. Come on, get your crossbow out, sweetie. Get your crossbow out. I wonder if you can actually lure her into the what's it called? Into the crossbow thing, the ballista. She's very breathy. I thought it was just me that was breathy. We both need to work on our cardio. Am I safe here? Yeah. Just. Come on, fire your bolt. Quick. I didn't quite get that backstab, but we're okay. So the thing she's using is called the baby's nail, okay? Ugh. So you can see how tough she is. She's probably tougher than the boss, honestly. I'm surprised I haven't been played yet, either. Ooh. Good block. Ooh, good hit. But it's GG. Sorry, Brienne. Better luck next time. We've got 1,000 souls as well, which is good. There is an item too. I'm just going to take a drink. There we go. So we get some goodies. Oh, we get the Black Eye Stone too, which is a key item. Or it's a... well, it's not quite a key item, but it is for invasions, okay? If you want to invade people. Now... what am I doing? I'm going back for Sage Frake, okay? Now, the reason I'm doing it now is because there are no enemies alive, because we killed them all, okay? And, where am I going? This way, yes. I'll just run over one of the bells. Yeah, sorry, there are no enemies in the way, so it probably makes sense to just go get Frake now while everything is safe and secure, okay? Otherwise, we just have to come back, and it, like I say, it's a bit of a trek. Right, Frake is in here. You can actually talk to him outside of the cell. Also, don't worry about this thing. It's just a little spell that he's cast as some light, I guess.
Magnificent. I never expected I might escape alive. My name is Frick. I am known as a sage. I thought to claim a demon's soul or two for the sake of my magic. But just look at me now.
Take a look at me now.
But I can still move my legs, and I can make it back to the Nexus. I thank the stars that my confinement lasts no longer.
Does look like you need a shower, buddy. Also, you got a perfectly good bed, and you're just sat on the floor with the, you know, the blood pool.
I have been enfeebled by my long imprisonment. But I can still move my legs, and I can make it back to the Nexus.
Fair enough.
I have been enfeebled, but I can...
Do you want a spare Archstone? Actually, they're quite valuable. Never mind. So, that's Frake rescued. He will now be back in the Nexus. Okay. And the dickhead wizard apprentice will be thrilled to bits, I'm sure. Okay. Boss time. Do you know what I was just thinking? I was thinking the Ring of Magical Dullness would have been useful here, but we don't have it yet, do we? No. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I've just lost some HP now. Excellent. We'll get rid of that, actually. Yes. No, don't discard. The Ring of Magical Dullness, you get that in World 5? Is it World 5? The swamp place. Yeah. So this boss is purely magic based, okay? So if you have some magic defense capabilities, this is where you'd want to use it, okay? So just to reiterate, make sure you go up this side and kill the dude casting the spell up there first, otherwise you will have to do this boss in perpetuity, okay? And again, I made the mistake of trying to do the boss the first time I played before I realised the trick. In fact, some of these messages are probably saying turn round. And we get a cutscene too. This boss isn't too bad. The trickiest part of this boss is... Oh, that was actually my message. There you go. And it's got no likes, so that's an instant delete. How do I delete you? Yeah. There you go. So I tried to leave a message a while ago. Probably like 2 years ago or something. So the trickiest thing with this boss is there's traps on the floor that you can get stuck in. I'm trying to think if that's Astraea, Maiden Astraea. It looks like it. Here she is. Again, this is in the image of the queen that was killed, remember? Hello. It kind of looks like Bjork in one of her crazy outfits. So, she doesn't attack until you get closer. Okay? So I would recommend... Actually, is it wise to kill these dudes? It might actually be wise to leave these guys alive, because I think they can get trapped in the traps on the floor. I'm going to kill them anyway, because I'm confident I can do it, regardless. In fact, I'm going to get my bow equipped. I'm going to get my bow ready, because you can snipe... Okay, she started to attack. Okay. That's fine, I don't mind getting hurt a little bit. That's fine. So... She will only... Well, if you attack her now, she will disappear, okay? Hang on. There we go. So I'm just waiting for the window of opportunity to get as much damage as possible. Here we go. Right. That was terrible. Okay. Right. Let's try again. Okay, if we can do that combo every time, I'm happy. Now I'm going to get my bow out, because... If you attack the clones, okay, she will spawn a load of clones. If you attack the clones once, they will disappear, okay? Now, another way to tell which is the real one, I know it's the one at the back, is because the real one fires a big soul ray, okay? Whereas the clones only fire... Sorry. Yeah, sorry, the clones only fire a small... spell, I actually don't know what it's called. A glintstone shard, there you go, good hit, girl. She's actually not doing that much damage to me, I'm quite happy about it. Okay, so we can do 1, 2, 3, and then 4. There we go, halfway. So 2 more of those. Now, fake. Fake. And I think the, if you lock on to a clone... Huh! So that's the real one there. I'm going to get rid of the one at the back too. If you lock onto a clone, it will show its health bar, okay? Then the real one, you lock onto it, or her, and there's no health bar. So that, I'm hoping there's no trap. There isn't. We can kind of just go to town on her now. Thank you. Yeah, hilarious, isn't it? That you're going to die very soon. Now, we're not in the best position here. I'm actually going to get further back, okay? Okay, so the real one looks to be at the back because there was a larger spark coming from there. Okay, so you're fake. Yeah, she's right at the back, I think. Oh no, that's her. Damn. Do you know what, while we're here... Oh no, I'm out of projectiles. That was bad. Do I have more arrows? No, I do not. Right, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. That's a clone. Okay, get rid of this table. Oh! Right, get rid of the clone. Right, good. So she's back on the right somewhere. I'm going to get to full HP because I do not trust myself in any way. Here she is. She's that one. So I'm going to wait for that clone at the back to fire. Bad positioning, honestly. Now we win. One more. No, we did it. Sorry, Bjork. There we go. Demon vanquished, and we are human again. Remember, we have to kill ourselves in the Nexus. Okay, I'm gonna go back for all the items. Oh man, they got melted. Don't forget to grab all the goodies, and there's actually one more goodie, okay? Sorry, there's one more goodie at the back behind the altar. However, if you go too close to this altar, it will enable a cutscene and you will be yeeted from this place to the next area. You can't get back unless you come all the way around again. So make sure you come around the back first to grab your own baby's nail. There you go. You can inflict plague damage on enemies now, or other players perhaps. I'm actually not sure if enemies take plague damage or not. Possibly. Some will be resistant, I suppose. So, what are we doing? We are actually walking up to this because we're fine now. I'm fine to move on. So, this is the first time that we see another Souls classic. There we go. Ah. There we go. So some not quite Batwing demons in this game, but some gargoyles that lifted us to our next destination. So kind of them. So we passed the trial, and now we can seek redemption. Or so they say. Okay, so if you touch this, you actually get the boss's soul. Okay. And we get a good look at Upper Latria. And we can already see that things are a bit, well, they don't look too great. Mainly based on the huge pulsating heart over there. Also, I'm trying to look for something. Where is it? You can actually see some upper areas where you can get to. Ah, it's over there, look. So if I get my bow out. So you can get up there, and in one of those cages you can't see, but in fact in that cage is an NPC that you can rescue. Okay? So we'll get to there eventually, and see this big old chain here? So that's actually a lift that we'll be able to get down all the way into the bowels, into the depths. I wonder how much you can actually see. You can see up to about there, then the chain disappears. Okay. Right. So what time are we actually on after doing all that? I don't know how long that took at all. Oh, so we're kind of in a similar situation to last episode. Well, at the very least we're going back, okay? Back to the Nexus to do the unfortunate business of having to kill ourselves. So that we don't ruin our game. Okay. I'm all thumpy now as well because of my new armor set. Oop. Did I forget to grab those from last time? I totally did, didn't I? Whoops. That could have been dangerous. I would have lost those. There was like 2k souls. Whoops. Would also help if I'm paying attention. Well, well, well. Yeet! Do you know what? I've realised I can't roll as far because I've got this armour on. Maybe you do mid-roll. Looks like you do actually have mid-rolls. Can I not do it? Oh, there we go. Huh. Hang on. I'd rather get this right because I don't want to go all the way up there to have to, you know, do this every time. No, I failed again. Curses! Is it so hard to end it all? I have to miss this ledge here. There, that's better, right. There we go. Everyone in the Nexus is just watching me, thinking, what the fuck is he doing? Right. So, let's go get our souls this time, because we definitely don't want to leave those behind. And then we'll do our usual admin-y stuff here while we are in this place. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thomas, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, my finger slipped, and I just, I pressed R2, and I was like, man, oh man. I was just testing your reflexes, okay, Thomas? Do you know, I actually don't trust myself anymore.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried sick.
Yeah, thank goodness you're safe as well. Christ and a cracker. Okay, so we don't need loads of this stuff. Do you know, I'll carry 10 of those, get rid of you. I only need 7 or so of you, because I think if you're a pure white, it costs 7 of these if you want to kill yourself 7 times to get a will to pure black. But that's some more meta stuff that we'll consider later on. Okay, what soul are you, by the way? Hang on. Grey Demon. Oh, is that the Vanguard Demon soul? Yeah, probably. So I'm going to consume all of these. I'm going to store you. I'm still fine with my weapon being level 3. Because I think it's now time to actually go. That's probably one of the best medium shields in the game, if not the best. I don't use shields though, so we're going to be okay there, I think. Store you. I'm going to buy some arrows. I shouldn't need a crossbow anymore. Okay. Are you bolts? Yeah, you're bolts. You're all bolts. Don't need you. Say goodbye to my loincloth. Rings are good. Okay. So, hang on. Yeah, we're all good there. We are indebted to you. Do I have any... Sorry, I forgot to check if I have any arrows stored. No, I do not. Okay. Thanks, buddy boo. I'm going to consume all of you guys. We get 11.4k, lovely, and I'm going to buy some arrows. Can I buy arrows from you, Baldwin? Repair, yes, we want to do that as well. Upgrade, no, we're not doing that anymore. Purchase. No. Oh yes, I beg your pardon. Lovely. God, I could buy 352 if I wanted. I will take... just give me 20. How much is that going to cost me, please? It didn't tell me. There you go.
You come back alive.
20 times 20. So 2 times 2 is 4. It would cost 400, I think. My maths is not very good, I'm afraid. Before we deal with you, we're actually going to talk to, what are they called? Frake. So first of all, we'll talk to this wanker.
You saved Master Frake, did you not? Then I was right to bend the rules and teach you a few tricks.
Want me fuck all?
To you for your service. Do you see how important selfless acts are in this dreary world?
Okay, so if you carry on talking to him, he will be a proper douche, and he'll basically say, "Don't disturb us, you piece of shit." And here's Frake.
I have a proposal for you.
Straight to business, eh?
Bring your demon souls to me. As I determine more about the essence of the soul, I can teach you new magic. A demon's soul is no mere amalgamation of lesser souls. You have your wits about you. Surely you understand.
Oh, you can use Frake to turn in boss souls to buy spells, okay? And here you go. So, you get some pretty good stuff as well. So, from the soul we just got from the false idol, you can get Soul Ray, which is probably one of the best projectile weapons, spells. Okay. It does more damage and it can travel through enemies as well. Fire Spray is actually not bad. So, as you can imagine, the individual bolts are quite weak, but you can stack up some DPS fairly quickly as well. Okay. Flame Toss, just a good old-fashioned fire spell, okay? So it's good to have a mix of fire and... there isn't pyromancy in this game. It's just spells, but it's good to have a mix of magic and fire damage, okay, depending on what enemy you're facing. What else have we got? Nothing else. Attune magic, yes. Talk.
Do you have a connection to the disciples? Do not pay any attention to them if they speak poorly of me and my magic. Prayer is for the foolish, quaint, and soon to be dead. And heaven forbid the day you find out what their so-called God really is. I was defeated
Bit of
and
religion.
captured by the Golden Usurper past that cell. Be wary of him, for he manipulates souls. He has power over vile, murky souls, those susceptible to madness and paranoia.
I just noticed I've got a cool scarf. It goes around the back. It's quite cool. And I've got a big old shoulder guard too. Look at me, people. Much cooler. And some nice boots. Huh, sorry.
I know of 3 humans who came to lead demons. King Alant of Boletaria, Astraea of the Valley of Defilement, and the Golden Usurper of Latria. There's no question that they became demons, but we were wrong to assume that they ceased to be human.
There's some more juicy lore there as well, actually. So talking about 3 humans who became demons.
He has power. I am fully prepared. Please fetch me more demon souls. I can still be patient, my fine magician friend.
My fine magician friend. My little green friend. Sorry. He was giving me Emperor vibes. I was looking at his face as well. His face isn't as quite as crazy as these guys, where their big old teeth are. Right, Maiden. Think that's the last thing I need to do. And then we'll end the episode. So, we already know, because I did my calculations last time, that that I need 20 strength in order to wield the weapon that I want, two-handed, okay, because it requires 30 strength in total. Dex is at 12, so I can equip the bow that I want to equip later on, and then I have 3 more levels left of me. So everything's at 20 now, all my 3 base stats, okay, and then Dex is at 12, like I said. So, honestly, at this stage, guys, I'm just going to start pumping things evenly. I'm quite happy to do that. It's going to be similar situation to Bloodborne, I think. We've met the minimum requirements of what we want to do, and then I just pump them all evenly. So we're keeping on top of our HP, our endurance, equip weight, and damage as well. Okay, so I think next time we're going to go and try and get our weapon. Okay, it's going to be a little bit challenging because probably still technically under-leveled, but I want to go get that weapon, okay? Because the sooner we get that, the sooner things start to become not easier, but more manageable, I would say. Yeah, so I look forward to it. I'll probably record it again a little bit later today. I'll record that episode. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe, be well, enjoy your weekend or your day, whatever day it is for you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!